Hello, hello, lovely people. You get another lasagna video. No way! Sorry, I got a bit close to the mic because I have notes for this video. It's so crazy because I can't. I get off track way too easily. Yes, lasagna video. You may be wondering, oh, what happened now? That we get another video with lasagna rambling about random bullshit. Linguini has gone home to his parents' house for his dad's birthday, which is very fun. And has left me alone in our apartment with his PC. So I'm gonna have fun. I don't know what I could do to his PC to fuck it up. But I'm alone with it, and I get to play Slime Rancher with, like, the best, I don't know, PC components. What's in this case? I had no idea, but I know it's expensive. Anyways. So, with Linguini gone, and having not planned to make a video before he left, he has asked me to make one. And, as you know, we are university students. We have exams. It is exam period. I am dying, not only from my poor time management, but also the UK just being broiling me alive. And everyone in it, I guess. I know that a lot of viewers in different countries with probably higher temperatures will be like laughing and being like, haha, you can't tolerate 30 degrees, that's crazy. But it hits different in the UK. It's interesting. That's all I can say, really. But anyways, for this video, I have decided that I will do another psychology thing, because between making this video and revising, I thought, why don't I just combine the two, and then hopefully, what's the saying? One rock with two stones. There you go. I can do words so well. It's great. So, for not my last video, but I believe the video before, I covered the topic of the Dark Triad, which kind of just talked about, I believe, I don't know what I called them, but it covered like being a psychopath, being a narcissist, and having Machiavellianism, which I had not heard of until I went to that lecture. In any case, I think I briefly mentioned the Big Five personality, so I thought, why not go over that? That might be fun. That might be cool. Wow. Really sniped that carrot. You don't even give me any bullets to... Okay, alright, that's fine. I don't need it anyway. Jeez. Okay. Really... Nah, it's fine. I can deal with that later. Anyways, the Big Five personality traits. I mentioned it in Dark Triad video briefly and thought, why not go over it in this one, since it's going to be relevant to my exam, absolutely. I don't know, it might be fun. A lot of people, they like to do personality quizzes. I don't know if it's still a thing people do, but I know they used to like doing that. I'm such a great YouTuber. In which I will go over the Myers-Briggs. Actually, no, yeah, it's a fruit. So I will go over the Myers-Briggs personality type, but for now, we'll go over actual psychologically valid, I guess, approaches to personality. There are quite a few ways you could go about personality. A lot of people, such as Freud, has said their piece on personality. But the one that I will be going over today is not too theory-based. So, I have mentioned the Big Five. What is the Big Five? It goes over 5 personality traits, which is openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. And I will go over what those mean, don't worry. So, we kind of just remember this as like ocean, as like, it's not an abbreviation, it's I don't know, but it's like where you take the first letter of the words and you remember that. Oh my god, my notes fell down. My notes are back up. Anyways. Start with openness. So openness, right, all these traits are measured on like, sort of a scale. So like you might be high or low in one of these traits. And so for openness, if you're high in openness, you are more creative, you're more open to new experiences and ideas and such. And if you're low, I guess I get the opposite of that. You don't really want to experience anything new. Maybe a bit more logical, not sure. But yeah, so that's openness. Conscientiousness describes your work ethic. So you have high conscientiousness. You're gonna be like working hard, like thinking about your future, and like, you know, like being goal-oriented and stuff like that. And if you have low conscientiousness, you just don't do that. You're lazy piece of shit, I guess. That's what the theory says. Sorry, buddy. And extroversion. And it's pretty obvious in the name, I think. Why am I not putting this in the feeders? I made these for a reason. Jesus. So extroversion. I mean, it's in the name. You're either more extroverted or introverted. And it's pretty simple. And agreeableness is like your I want to say social etiquette, but that's not exactly the word. You're more like empathetic or sympathetic rather. You know, like you have good good social relations, I guess. Whereas if you scored low on agreeableness, you probably wouldn't. You might be more like critical and more like, I don't know, direct with your social interactions. And finally, you have neuroticism, which is kind of just like emotional regulation. And yeah, that's the Big Five. So all of these traits, kind of like can predict the type of behaviors. Oh. Whoa, okay. All of these traits can kind of predict, like, what behaviors you might do, and are linked with, like, other, like, even, like, diagnoses. So, let's say you have, an eating disorder. You're probably low on neuroticism, so you're not... When did you get here? Okay, you have fun. Let me think. What was I saying? Oh gosh. The playing slime game is so distracting. It's not helpful. Oh no. Oh right, so if you have an eating disorder, you're probably gonna score low on neuroticism, since like it might be a bit more difficult to emotionally regulate. So you might turn to external ways to regulate your emotions, such as controlling how you eat. There's other stuff with like the other traits, but nothing comes to mind right now, which is says a lot about my revision. But anyways, yeah, so there's a lot of predictive stuff that these traits usually do. You'll see a lot of studies using the Big Five to measure certain things. So like a study might be like, oh, what's the relation between like being a narcissist and like the Big Five personality traits? So they'll use this scale. And if you want to find out your personality traits in the Big Five, there's a lot of free websites that should allow you to do that. So yeah, go have fun. And there is also another sort of approach to personality, which is called Hexaco. Now, psychology has... I'm not sure about other sciences, but psychology has, like, quite a big problem with the fact that a lot of studies, like, a lot of things published about it, is all in the West. The big America, big oil, got their big grips on psychology. So, would you believe a lot of the findings aren't really found internationally or globally or whatever? So other people have come up with Hexaco, which kind of just adds another trait to the Big Five, which is honesty and humility. And this trait would measure how modest and sincere you are, compared to... God damn it. How have you already multiplied? Anyways, bye. Come here. And you guys are safe, and I guess I should... Yeah. Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted, honesty and humility measure the... Oh, hi, little buddy, sorry. Being, like, sincere and, like, modest, and if you score low on... Okay. If you score low on this trait, you're probably more greedy and more sly. And that's more generalizable to like internationally, so cross countries and stuff like that. Which we love to see, because what's the point of researching all this stuff if you're not going to be able to actually draft it onto the population, you know? So yeah, that's kind of like what a lot of, I think, empirical being like actual like data studies, like evident. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna feed you. Well, I guess I'll do that at some point. Still don't have you. A lot of empirical, like I said, like evidence-based sort of studies or what they're called. So yeah, and the things that I've just described, they're like a trait approach to personality. Obviously, you have more descriptive approaches, which would be like Freud saying that everyone wants to have sex, or I forget the other people's names, which is not good, but there's one where it's like, oh, you know, your spirit and your mind are like different, like connected things and stuff like that. So those ones are more theory based, which, you know, it's just a different way to go about personality. The trait approach is very much just like kind of just measure what you can see in the world. So there are what? Oh. Okay. That's good to know. Oh my gosh. No, it was a pink, so it probably would have eaten some. And you are outside. You should not be outside. Where's the older? There you are. There you are. And hopefully, is there fine? What are you doing? What happened? Okay, sure. Now you guys have fun. I keep getting... This shouldn't be a surprise that I keep getting distracted. But yeah, trait approaches, oh, right. So there are, like, a few ways that, like, I guess theories or like the way research is done is there's like two sort of like methods to it, which is top down, where you go based off the theory and then try to find that theory in I was gonna take that, but I guess not. Yeah, so top down would be like you go from theory and try to find that in the world. And there's a bottom up, which is where you take the data and you kind of just go and make your own conclusions from there. So the trait approaches that I just described, it kind of like takes like all the data that they found and was like, okay, we see all these similarities. Maybe all these similarities, actually I can't do that. Maybe all these similarities can be like converged into like 5 or 6 traits, and that's what the Hexaco and Big Five are. And there's not a lot of biological components, so like there might be like a bit about like, I don't know, genes. Like there's not like a specific gene that will be like, oh, you have like more extroversion. It's just like it's kind of there. Yeah, everything is a toss-up really, which is lovely, and all the more reason to study this and figure out like what the heck is going on. But yeah. And so, right, the Myers-Briggs. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. I probably did, but I think I did actually. But Myers-Briggs, or MBTI. So a while back, and I don't know if it's still popular, the MBTI 16 personality quizzes were really popular, and I was quite young when I did that. I'm an INFP, by the way. And despite them saying that it's quite rare, all my friends are INFPs, which is great. But as fun as the 16 personality quizzes are, not actually very scientifically sound. First of all, the people who made it weren't even psychologists themselves. It's very interesting hearing that, I can't lie. But it was just these 2 ladies, I believe, who, to be fair, they did base it on them, like, I believe like Carl Jung's, I don't know how to say it, but it was based on like our guy's Carl Jung's theory, which I don't remember which one, but it was based on that. So, you know, they did their best. I get that. However, it's not. First of all, they're not psychologists, right? A reason that might be like a bit of an issue is like I don't know about back then when they made the Myers-Briggs, but now there's like a sort of like code. I don't know about all nations, but at least the way that I'm supposed to study psychology, there's a certain way you're supposed to, you know, create theories or create research and all that stuff. And we don't know if they did that, I guess. Second of all, the 16 personalities is not supported by empirical research, so we don't really. There's not like a lot of like real world like stuff out there, I guess. I mean, yeah, that's kind of. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. There's poor validity and reliability. So validity is like how well it actually measures something. So judging by what that says, it doesn't measure personality well, would you believe? And reliability is the reproducibility. And if you know psychology, you will know that there is a reproducibility crisis, where a lot of the research that has been done in like, say, the 50s to 80s, yeah, no, we can't get those findings again. It's great. I mean, it's not great, because now it's like, oh no, what have they done to get these results that we can't find and that our research is also based on? So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So for the, let me think. So for the Myers-Briggs to not have good reliability does not help at all. And finally, the categories are realistically kind of vague, and they're not like very independent of each other. And yeah, these are all the criticisms that my lecturer gave out, and I'm willing to believe my lecturer because, you know, they all do research. But yeah, that's why the 16 personality quizzes aren't exactly like it's not like really used in the scientific community, I guess. But yeah, no, that's yeah, that I've gone over. Oh, hi. I'll take you too. But yeah, that's my personality lectures. Lectures? It's only one lecture, because then the rest of the topics, I didn't know if I wanted to cover them, because they're... Okay, to be fair, I did cover, like, psychopaths and narcissists, but I thought that was more fun. Whereas, if I were to cover something like... Please don't... These gluttonous people, I don't know. But covering stuff like schizophrenia, which to be fair, that it can be quite interesting, or like eating disorders or personality disorders even. That might hit a bit too close to home, and I don't want to give people that much discomfort, so I decided, you know what? I love my job. It's such a good job. Me? Yeah. Oh, come on. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there he is. Bye-bye. Some other people died as well, but that's not good. Are you guys done? You guys okay? Alright. Oh. How are you? You're... How are you? What? It's too... What? Huh? Okay. Okay, sorry. The reason I'm... If you don't know anything about Slime Rancher, reason I'm very baffled right now is because these Firefly guys cannot survive during the day. And I get... I... What? Oh no, that's not good. I was so distraught that I tapped out. Right, okay. Those fireflies should not survive during the day. They only come out at night. When the daytime comes, they disappear. This guy spawned and did not disappear during the day. Only for him to quench his thirst of greed. Quench his greed, I guess. And then basically just kill himself. What the heck? I don't know how to feel. He wasn't around long enough for me to get attached, but what the heck? Okay. You know what? On that note, I think we're done. Good night, people. I'll see you in the next one.